This is the BMW E46 M3. Made in 2003.5, this boasts the LCI, which is the facelifted model, and fitted in imola red exterior with a black leather interior. The S54 motor boasts an inline 6 that produces 333 horsepower, thanks to some individual throttle bodies. The limited slip differential and rear-wheel drive make for an incredible driving experience, especially paired with the 6-speed manual transmission. As years go by, it's harder and harder to find models, especially in good condition with low mileage. Today, we bring you a beautiful 110,000 mile example that we're going to do a complete refresh on. So, let's get started.
What's going on, you guys? Welcome back to the channel, and welcome to beautiful snowy Chicago. We've got a new quick little project for you guys that we're going to completely revamp and refresh in this episode. Now, this is a 2003 and a half BMW E46 M3. Now, I clarify the 2003.5 because that is the LCI, which means it's the facelifted model. It's got better little details here and there, better taillights, and a little bit of a revised motor, etc. And I think it's a really fun project. It's imola red on black interior, aluminum trim, 6-speed manual, and only 110,000 miles. Now, why am I showing it to you guys in the middle of the street with the snow on the ground? Well, that's because I have no other option, and we want to show you guys the condition of the car before. Now, this car is really, really nice. I'm not going to lie to you. It does have a nice couple things upgraded with it, with the exhaust. So the couple things on this car that I'm not really super keen on are the front carbon fiber hood. Now, I know some people actually like it, and maybe it reduces a little bit of weight, but I'm gonna get that painted back to red. I'm gonna do new wheels on the car, refresh the whole thing, and make this thing beautiful and kind of restore it to its former glory and do a little bit of an OEM plus take on it. Now, this isn't gonna be some crazy, motor out rebuild project, but I think it's fun for you guys in the used car market to see what it's gonna take to bring this car to where it's at its peak value and just peak looks overall. So in this episode, we're gonna go everywhere from paint to wheels, to detailing, all the way through to the end of potentially selling the car, photographing, and all that good stuff. So you guys can get an insider look at what I've done in the past to invest in some of these cars, etc. Now, like I said, the core of this car is very, very nice, very low miles respectively to the age. Beautiful color. Imola red is something you really, really want overall, and it's the LCI, like I said. But really quick, let's take a look inside of the car. As you guys can see, it's really in nice condition overall. Black interior is definitely one of the better options, much better than gray. You've got a beeping noise because the key's in the car. The broomstick knob right here, so you can tell a lot of things are factory. We're going to be going ahead and replacing the steering wheel, as well as a lot of other components. And yeah, just refreshing the whole interior, new floor mats. Going to clean up all this trim. If you look at the trim, you can see it's really dirty. But yeah, guys, overall, I'm excited to get going on this. We're going to be doing this in probably a week's time. So I'm going to update you guys every single day in this episode on the progress, and I look forward to getting started. So that being said, guys, let's get going. All right, you guys, so we are back in the shop area right here. We got Oliver. Say what's up, Oliver.
Yo, what up, guys?
We're going to do a quick wash on these wheels we got for the car. These wheels are Avante M359. I've been rocking these for like 6 or 7 years now. If you go back in my channel, you can see my Oxford Green E46 M3 had these exact same wheels. I really like how they look. They're kind of like the E92 competition package wheels, but they're a little thinner in the back, like a 9.5, because the 10 or whatever that comes with 10-inch rear wheel does not fit on the E46. So really nice quality replicas. These wheels are only, I think, $650, so that was a really, really good deal. What we're going to do is wash these really nicely. They got brand new tires on them too, which is a super bonus. Replace the M badges, maybe replace the center caps too. Get these nice and cleaned up, because it's always nice to clean the wheels off of the car. And while we wait for all the other stuff to get done to the red beauty, we'll get these taken care of. All right, you guys, so you got the wheels nice and clean. We got the car inside now, so we're gonna bring it in, give it a quick little wash, assess any damages or whatever, do a brief little interior detail as well, drop it off at the body shop because I'm going to Florida for the next 4 days or so. Hopefully they'll get the hood done in that time, and we're gonna wrap this baby up. Got a kind of inverted look here. We've got the imola red, and then we've got the secure orange on the M4, the seats inside. So kind of a muted color inside, muted color outside, and a little flip-flop. But cool seeing these together. Definitely think the M4 is the better looking car, but still love this thing. All right, you guys, now that the car is nice and washed, we didn't want to do anything too crazy because it is going to be going to the body shop and it is snowing and salting outside. Just kind of want to reveal some of the paint, check out and see if there's any imperfections because this car kind of was just shipped here dirty, so don't know if there's anything kind of hiding, but so far so good. There's a little bit of a spider crack right here on the bumper that I found, but that's about it, and it's not anything too bad, so probably just going to leave that as it is. Everything else is pretty nice so far, so we're going to move on to the interior. All right, you guys, now that we got in here, you can get a little bit of a better look. Gonna let the top dry a little bit and then put the top down so we can do the steering wheel with a little bit more light. But in the meantime, you guys can see here that the trim is really dirty. It's beat up, but that's probably not gonna change because, you know, it's aluminum trim. And it's very difficult to fix, but even with a nice cleaning, this will change quite a bit. Gonna order a new shift knob for it, the ZHP one, as I always do. I think I have a new radio for it, so we'll get that taken care of. Otherwise, like I said, gonna be doing the steering wheel in here. Cleaning the carpets, obviously cleaning the seats, maybe redoing a little bit of the seats or touching up, you know, stuff that we need to. Otherwise, the interior is in good shape. Then we're gonna do wheels to complement these nice StopTech brakes that the previous owner just did. So that is all nice in that department. I'm gonna throw those wheels on and give it a buff and kind of full final detail, and then do photos and stuff. So here are the wheels, guys, nice and dry. Still have to add some tire shine, but these are gonna look absolutely fantastic. Otherwise, yeah, we're making good progress on the car so far. I haven't done too much, but we're aligning and scheduling the things that we need to. Gonna wash this thing up and we'll be good. We'll be on our way, so stay tuned. All right, you guys, dried off the top a little bit. It's a little bit drier to put it down. That works, which is always a plus. And yeah, the car definitely looks better with it down, but a little bit more to go today. Like I said, I'm gonna do the steering wheel real quick. So you guys can see this thing is really nice trim here, completely redone, stitched, nothing too gaudy either, which I really like. All this stuff should function like OEM. So we're gonna have to pop this airbag out, take the whole steering wheel off, and then all we really have to do is reconnect some of the connectors for the power stuff, which should just be this one right here. This is the airbag, this is the electronics, so we don't have to swap anything over, which is nice. So we're gonna do that, and we should be good to go. All right, so the only pain in the butt when removing the steering wheel is the airbag. There's like two little slits back here on the top that you have to press in to kind of release these clips. And a flathead screwdriver typically works the best. I'm gonna try my luck and see how long it takes, but odds are we're gonna time lapse this. Record timing. It's a little easier. You do it a bunch of times. Use that same screwdriver or a little smaller one to pick up these tabs. That's out. All right, so it is a 16, which is 1 millimeter smaller than your standard BMW wheel bolts. Just kind of get that off real quick with either a long wrench or a drill, impact drill like this. It's always nice to have good tools. And the only thing you want to watch out here is the clock spring. So what I like to do is like just kind of bust it loose. Anything, then you're gonna want to get rid of, I think it's, well, actually I don't know if these matter. I think it's this that connects to the clock. Yeah, it is this. The clock spring's right up top, and if you watch any of my past videos on restoring one of these cars a lot further than just this, you'll see that we had an issue with that one. But yeah, we're gonna disconnect that so it doesn't pull on it at all. Let's give it a nice little wiggle, make sure we're not missing anything, which we're not. This is the clock spring. Clock spring connectors are going to go right back in. This is the electronics connector, and then this is the airbag connector. Voila, looking much better. All right, you guys, now that it's washed and the steering wheel is on, we are going to take it down the street to the body shop and kind of have them give us an estimate. I have an idea of what it's going to cost, between $800 and $1,000. They quoted me $930, but I think they got a little wiggle room, so we'll see what they do there, and gonna pick this thing up when I'm back. So if you guys follow any of my other videos, you know how much I'm obsessed with nice steering wheels, so I really do like this thing. Turned out really even better than I thought. Median without getting
it, and we are good.
All right, you guys, car is done, so we're gonna head over to the body shop. We got Oliver back. What's up, Oliver? Didn't take the Prius, and let's go see how it looks. All right, you guys, we're at the body shop now. I'm gonna take the first look at the car. It looks really clean. Looks to be a nice little complimentary wash for us. That's good. And damn, first impressions. Wow. Yeah, that looks really good.
Yeah.
Alright, you guys, the hood is looking good. Might have to align it a little bit, but really, the paint sounds incredible. They blended it with the fenders, so it really looks perfect. Let's go head back to the office and take a closer look. Alright, you guys, so we're back at the office now. We're going to throw on the wheels. The paint's looking really nice. Looking at it in the light, I'm really impressed with the job they did. Like I said, they did blend it into the fenders, so it's really nice. They even covered up little chips that were there, so it turned out really well. I'm excited about that. That solves our biggest problem on the car. Now to solve our second biggest problem, take off these ugly 18s. The car is lowered on coilovers, so it's gonna look really cool with the new wheels. So I'm excited for it, so let's do what we always do and do a quick montage and get these done. So it is the next day. We let the suspension settle on the car and the wheels are looking great. Now all we have left to do is install the ZHP shift knob and do some photos of it. Guys, if you want to, stay tuned on the channel and subscribe for more videos and stuff on BMWs. This car is actually going stage 2 this week and we're doing a lot of awesome stuff to it, HRE wheels, etc. So just a little side note, reminder there, smash the like button, subscribe, do all that fun stuff. But with that being said, guys, let's do a final unveiling, get some photos, install this, and wrap this project up. All right, you guys, so the last step for the interior, kind of wrapping it up, is going to be replacing the shift knob. I tested all this out. It does still work, and I didn't have an OEM head unit, so don't get me wrong, it's not ideal, but I'm going to try and make this as quick of a project as possible. We've got plenty of long projects on the way, so this is a pretty easy fix here for about $100, and you can get this broomstick knob off. The first thing you're going to want to do is not hit yourself in the face when you take it off, and you're going to see these wires, right? So there's going to be a connector right here, and just kind of remove it, and essentially what that is for the illumination of the shift knob. But this one's really messed up, and as you can see, I brought a razor blade, but I didn't even need to use it because this was already super worn out. So this is going to go into the collection, and then you'll see the new piece directly from BMW is going to be this right here, which is weighted and looks incredibly better compared to this one right here. So this is your before, and this is your after. Big difference. And it completely changes the drive, and it's gonna completely lock in nicely because, as you can see, there's a little teeth on this that make it nice to lock in, and after a while they get worn out. So as you guys can tell, I'm a big advocate for this modification, to say the least. Took the electrical tape and put it around the bottom of this little shaft, and then it's the wrong way. Should be good. Test it out. Go through all the gears. Make sure this is okay. And boom. All right, you guys, so here she is in all of her glory, the 2003.5 BMW E46 M3 in imola red. Now we've got the beautiful 19-inch wheels on it. We got the hood repainted professionally, blended into the fenders, and I have to say it looks fantastic. We did the steering wheel and we did the shift knob, as well as a nice little interior detail and just kind of an exterior wash. It is a little bit messy here in Chicago right now, so it's gonna get dirty really quickly. The only things I have left to do to this car are adding a 15mm spacer in the rear and maybe putting the side grills back to stock to give it that fresh red, nice look, but I don't mind how it looks right now. Like I said, guys, this car is completely maintained. It's got the rod bearings on, it's got brand new Stop Tech rotors and brakes, new bushings and all that good stuff, so it truly is a gem. It's got the amazing aluminum trim, and now we've got accented nicely by the new steering wheel trim and all that good stuff, so everything is completely addressed. And that's my real motto here, guys. You know, I'm not going to be the one to completely rebuild cars, probably from the ground up, like fire damaged cars like you see on YouTube, but what it's all about is making a car nice again. You know, when this car came in, it just looked sad and tired and needed a little bit of loving to get to where it wanted to be and give it that OEM plus look. And I really think today that we've achieved that, guys. We got the beautiful exhaust on here, just an amazing setup overall. The 6-speed manual transmission is an absolute joy to drive, and especially on a day like today in Chicago where it's around 50 degrees, it's actually starting to get nice enough to drive it with the top down where it really looks the best. But guys, with that being said, I hope you really enjoyed watching today and taking a look at this car's little mini transformation with me. You know I'm a huge BMW enthusiast, so stay tuned to the channel for so much more. As you guys saw in previous videos, I did just buy a new M4 that's completely loaded and we're doing a bunch of mods to it, so definitely stay tuned for that. And as always, guys, like this video if you liked it, dislike it if you did not. Subscribe, it would mean the absolute world to me. You can follow me on Instagram at Sulkar Media, and you can look me and find me everywhere else at Kyle Sulkar. So with that being said, guys, once again, thank you so very much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.